Okay.
Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to make my awesome Steak Umms. First, of course, you need like a sub roll. And then you put it in toaster oven till it's about this. Right here. So it's about like that. Because you don't want it to burn. And turn it off and just let it sort of sit in there. Now I chopped up some green peppers. You can use onions or mushrooms if you want. And then I sprayed the pan with a little bit of cooking spray. Turn on, I'd say like medium-high heat. I put it on probably about 4.5 or so. You don't want it on super hot, like all the way, but you don't want it to... Steak Umms are supposed to cook quick. So, and I got, of course, Steak Umms. I think American cheese goes good with Steak Umms, but provolone is also really good, but we're out of provolone right now. And I always take 2 of them. Break them up in little pieces. And I always throw the green peppers down first because they take a little longer to cook, so you kind of want them on the bottom. Like I said, the heat's on 4.5 out of 6. So like medium-high. And then you're going to want to season it. Now, my favorite seasonings are, of course, Lowry seasoning salt. Some pepper. Now, I'm seasoning a bunch because I'm not going to flip it. Well, you could season it a little bit, then flip it, and then season it a little more. But I just season it a bunch all at once, and it seems to distribute about the same. And garlic powder. You don't want to use garlic salt because you already got the seasoning salt and that makes it too salty. And then my secret ingredient, which you might not be able to find, is Canadian steak seasoning. I think this stuff's awesome. Looks like bird seeds. I got it at Sam's Club or BJ's. And I'll just throw just a little bit of that in there. Oh shit, that was way too much. Where's my spatula? I don't have my spatula. My special spatula's dirty.
Okay.
Well, apparently my special spatula is dirty. I gotta use this one. And I put a little bit too much of the Canadian steak seasoning stuff in there, so you don't want to add that much if you have that. You know what I mean? Stir it up a little. And get like the red pieces in the bottom, but some of it's still frozen, so obviously. In Steak Umms, you should be able to cook them in just a few minutes. Now, while I'm doing this, my girlfriend usually throws a little bit of mayonnaise on the bun. You can also use ranch, or if you want Miracle Whip, but she prefers mayonnaise. Flip this again, make sure the red parts are facing down. So you want to mayo the bread, Rachie?
Yeah.
Alright. She makes them nice and pretty, I don't. Maybe turn the fire down just a little bit if it's starting to get really brown around, But don't turn it down too much. I just put it down half a thing. It's on 4 now. Do you usually do both sides? No? Okay. Here you go. Oops. Now I'm stirring up a little bit more. And once you notice that there's just a little tiny bit of red left, or almost all the red is gone, you're going to want to put the cheese on. Because if you wait till it's completely cooked to put the cheese on, you'll burn your steak. So I got 2 pieces of American here. Also, like I said, provolone works really good with Steak Umms, but I think the American goes well with it too. It kind of like melts on it or something. I don't know. And I like to poke a few holes in the cheese. It helps it vent through and melt a little quicker. And we also usually put lettuce and tomato on it. We're out of that right now. cheese is pretty much melted. Turn it off. And I like to try and drain just a little bit of the grease out if there's a lot of grease. And if, you know, like put the spatula on there and try and get a little bit of it out. Sometimes you can't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. My pan's not letting me. There, I got a little bit of the grease out. You don't want your bun to get too soggy. But what's a steak if it ain't greasy? So then you got your sandwich. Pick it up. Put it on the bun. You can also kind of avoid picking up some of the grease with it because the spatula got a hole in it. You know what I mean? I like sort of turn it down there. Alright, make it nice and even. Like we said, we usually put lettuce and tomato on it, but we're out in the moment. So, just dish out your sandwich and enjoy. Perfect. I like to cut it in half. And I like to fancy it up with a toothpick. Ping. Perfect. And that's how you make a Steak Umm. Awesome Steak Umm.